What is the best way to get published, online or with a company?
I think the best way to get published is to come to Adventures in Writing Camp, where you can
Yes.
write and publish your own ebook.
Nice. Yes, I agree.
But yeah, I mean, so yes, that's the thing. I think the ebook really, it's awesome to live in an age where ebooks are possible. I mean, even really like 5 or 7 years ago, ebooks, it was hard. You couldn't really do it. And so, to print a book, it's really expensive, right? The paper, the materials, the printing, shipping, you've got to store all these, thousands of books in your house. But an ebook, you can make it, illustrate it, and it's pretty straightforward to do. And that's part of why it's been so much fun with Adventures in Writing Camp, is that we get to see so many kids like you that are super creative come in, take their ideas, and put them down in an ebook and have this finished product that they can show mom and dad and their friends. And some people put it up on iTunes for sale and whatever, and have that sense of accomplishment having created your own book.
Yeah, my answer was going to be similar. I'm a big proponent, we are big proponents of DIY, do it yourself. And a big part of that is because until I wrote my first book, or we wrote our first book, I thought that writing the book was the hard part. Writing the book is not the hardest part. The hardest part is actually getting it published and then getting it out there and getting it in front of your audience and your readers. And I think if you take a DIY, do-it-yourself mentality, then you write your book, you create something, you then turn it into something usable that can get out into an audience, and then you really have to figure out, how do you engage with your audience? How do you hook them? How do you have them coming back for your next book? And I think if you just write and you think, oh, I'm a writer and I don't have to, somebody else is going to do all of that, you really will never fully understand the life cycle of a book, and also how you're writing for your audience. And so that's why digital publishing is a great way to get started, and it's something you can do now. You guys can do it now, starting at Adventures in Writing Camp. But then guess what? Okay, now you wrote your book. How are you going to get it out there beyond your parents, and maybe even, work with your parents to put it online and then get 1,000 people to download it?
Yep.
That's a really neat thing.